And welcome back. I want to get to a couple more cases in our region that we got some updates on. And really, there's more questions still than answers about the killing of Kenneth Chamberlain. Chamberlain, a former Marine and a corrections officer, as many of you remember, was shot and killed in his home by police in White Plains, New York in November of 2011. Police only came to his apartment after his medical alert device was triggered. Against Chamberlain's wishes, police spent an hour trying to enter his apartment. They eventually did, and thanks to a recording made by the medical alert company, one of the officers reportedly calling Chamberlain the N-word during the process. Chamberlain shot with a beanbag round, then tased, and finally shot and killed. The grand jury determined no officers would be prosecuted. The Chamberlain family now suing the department and the officer, and federal officials are examining the case for possible civil rights violations. You're very, very involved in this case, obviously. What's the latest?
Well, the latest is that we are still waiting for some information with respect to the federal investigation. And in terms of the federal civil rights lawsuit, we're in a discovery process right now. So we're in the process of agreeing upon a transcript of the audio, which we will be able to use during the pendency of this case. And the transcript is essential because, in our estimation, it would have the officers calling him racial slurs and using other derogatory terms.
Dom, this is going to sound self-serving to the guest here, but what am I missing about the case? A guy sitting in his own home, his medical alert goes off here, and how many cops were in the apartment?
Oh, we believe probably over 8 officers, maybe more.
Are police required to enter the home in a case like that? Do they have to go in and check on the person whose alert is going off?
It's our belief that they don't. It's our belief that the police, on a situation where you have a life aid alert going off, should make sure that the individual is okay. And in this situation, Mr. Chamberlain told them he was fine. And then they asked to come in. He said, I don't want you to come in. I didn't call you. And at that point, it's our belief that you're well within your rights to deny the officer's entry. And in a situation where the officers know the individual as they have claimed to know Mr. Chamberlain, it's not a question as to who you're speaking to. You know that you're talking to Mr. Chamberlain. You have an idea that he's an elderly person. And when he says he's fine, and in fact, when the life aid company itself goes on to say that they want to cancel their request for assistance, the police should leave at that moment.
You know, Richard, one of the earliest cases I covered as a journalist was the Eleanor Bumpers case, and that's what this sounds like to me, because this is a case that made national headline. Black grandmother, a police officer in the apartment, he claims that she had a knife and he fell, and I looked at the autopsy pictures and wanted to throw up. It just seems like it's a repeat pattern. And frankly, it just seems that people of color have no rights in certain situations. It's as simple as that.
Of course, we'll continue to follow the case. Thank you very much. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Please stay with us.